when the pattern of Durrow was coming up. Now I had heard about Durrow and read about it in history books, but I didn't know where Durrow was. But Christy did. So he asked me would I go with them. So I said I would, because it was a holiday. You go to Mass and that's it. You're free for the day. So I went over to Christie's and we went up around by services and we went over that way over to heading towards Kilbeggan, you see, and Durrow is on the way over. There's several ways you can go to it, but this is the shortest way. So we went over and it was about 4 miles or so. And we came to Durrow. Now Christy explained everything to me about Durrow. He explained all he knew about it. Because I'd read about the things. But anyway, then he brought me from where all the little houses were, like in the little remains of churches and stuff like that. And we come over the road to a big entrance gate that was going into a big estate. And in that particular estate, that was where they held the Offaly ploughing competition, which I was at later. And anyways, we came to the big estate gate and we went inside. And inside the gate, about 25 yards from the gate, over to the right, was a big Celtic cross. And Christy said it was the custom to everybody to span this cross. And now Christy was a full-grown man, but I was a young lad. I was 17 in a couple of months, I suppose. And I was 17 in May, and this was August, so I was 17 a few months. So I tried it, but God, I couldn't make it. My fingers wouldn't touch. So I said to Christy, I said, I cannot make it, Christy. And I flattened myself as hard as I could against the stone thing, and I put my arms around as far as I could, but they just wouldn't touch. So Christy went around the back of the cross. I said, you'll make it all right. You'll make it all right. Now Christy was a big man, and he was a strong man, way bigger than his father. Way stronger too. Christy was a hell of a, he was a grand man. Oh God, I love Christy. I loved his dad too. He was a perfect gentleman. And the best blacksmith in Ireland, and I don't care who hears me say that. Not only was he a blacksmith, Jack Todd was a craftsman. The real McCoy. What he couldn't do with iron, that's another story. But anyway, Christy got behind me and he took me by my two wrists. My fingers wouldn't touch. He just caught me by my two wrists. And then he put his knee against the cross. Christy gave a heave. And when Christy Todd gives a heave, something has to go. So I went. Not only did I span the cross, I was the only man in Offaly that went 1.5 times around the cross. The only man in Offaly that went 1.5 times around the cross. When Christy gave his heave, I'm telling you, I went. So Christy said to me, you're all set now. Well, maybe about 10 minutes afterwards, I was all set. But the shoulders, the sockets of my shoulders fell back into their place. I was all set. I was none the worst of it. But by God, Christy made me span the cross. That was Christy. What a friend. And the poor lad, he died too young. I was so sorry when I heard that Christy had died young. He was only 2 years older than me, but God, he died too young. What a blacksmith. And I hope I hope he has a son trained to carry on in his favorite crafts.